One man's trash is another man's treasure. And trying to be somebody you're not is way too much pressure. See, I spent a lot of time trying to please her and him. But in doing that, the light within me went dim. See, because no longer was I trying to please God, I was trying to please them. I spent most of my life in the shadow of someone else, whether it's my mother, brother, a pastor, or even a shadow of myself, hiding from the reality of who God called me to be, fully embracing a work in progress, but shunning the Elder B. I never felt fully qualified, worthy, or ready. Instead of running to the rock steady, I was going the other way. Never venturing too far because I knew the consequences, like playing Russian roulette with His grace while balancing on different fences. Neither hot nor cold because I was somewhere in the middle, while the devil was whispering in my ear as he was slowly trying to swindle the birthright that my father had given to me, while reminding me of my past and hiding the fact that I could be set free. See, He didn't want me to break out of the chains and bondages I was in, so He kept reminding me of my former and even my current sins. Being molested as a child and plunged to the deep sea of lust. My mother was worried about the little boys, but it was me she couldn't trust. A curious little girl who was sneaky in her actions, cyber-sexing on the computer just to get some sort of satisfaction. I knew I couldn't go all the way, but everything else was fair game. It wasn't until I connected with Christ that the desire within me became tame. But even that didn't last long, because the roots of lust ran deep, having improper thoughts while I was awake, and even in my sleep. It was like I couldn't escape it, so I convinced myself everything was cool. I mean, because nobody knows what I'm doing, right? Except God, you fool. The Spirit had to show me how foolish I was being playing around with secret sin, and how I needed an extreme makeover starting from within. I needed to transform my thinking and get the spirit of lust under control, and allow Him to free me from the chains and bondages and strongholds. And once I was free, it was up to me not to pick them up again. Or I could have found myself in a situation 7 times worse than the one that I was in. So now I stand before you, transparent as you can see. I go by the name of a work in progress. Excuse me. Elder B.